Hi guys, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to the live stream. Finally, I'm here. Uh, can you see me? Am I audible? Am I visible? Just tell me yes or no. Audio visual, all correct? Give me a thumbs up so that I can understand. Yes, hi, finally, yes. It's even for me like, finally, I'm streaming live. Um, Sometimes it does happen that you have planned amazingly, and finally if technology doesn't support you, we are helpless. We can't do anything. um, Good, both audio and video all set, perfect, great. um, there's So this is not an April fool for sure. Pawan Kumar, welcome to memberships. uh, so instead of chai, now dinner पे stock market होना चाहिए. Yes, I have kneaded the dough, and I'll be making rotis after the live stream. Right. So, is it buffering? There are some people who are saying buffering. Just tell me okay or not, so that we can move on with the main content of the live stream. It is okay. Great. It's not buffering, no? Perfect. It is okay. Yes, right. So, okay, all good. Okay. Fair enough. So those who are saying it's buffering, maybe there's an internet connection problem at your end. Okay. So let's move on. I'll tell you quickly why we are doing a live stream today evening. It's not because it's April Fool. It's the start of a new financial year today. Uh, just for your understanding, our financial year starts on 1st of April of every single year and ends on 31st of March, right? Uh, I will talk about IRCTC. Thank you Nishit for the super chat. I will talk about that. I'll take that as a question. 1 minute. I'll just keep on a note of this. I've not brought my pen, so I'll have to quickly make a note of it. IRCTC. Fair enough. Okay. Uh, to start our live stream, let me just ask you a quick question. Why do we have our financial year from 1st of April to 31st of March? Where is it given that our financial year will be 1st of April to 31st of March? Why not 1st of Jan to 1st of December? Hmm? Anyone? Any idea? This is a members only chat. Video is available for everyone. Anyone can see me on the live stream, but chat is allowed only for members right now. Because anyways, we are almost having 1,000 people. So I need to have a little bit lower number of chats. Atif Bivani, you are my student and you are saying Income Tax Act. Okay. In Income Tax Act, it is clearly mentioned that yes, we have to follow 1st of April to 31st of March. Rajesh Verma, Madhav Sharma says because we follow UK trends. Uh, Shrikant has also given a correct answer. Dr. Ambedkar. That's a correct answer, I can say. So, Income Tax Act is a correct answer, but Dr. Ambedkar means the Constitution of India is the perfect answer. So, basically, our laws do find their origin in the Constitution of India. Okay, so Constitution of India में से आता है Income Tax Act, right? So Income Tax Act finds its source, finds its origin in the Constitution of India, wherein it is mentioned that our financial year will be from 1st of April to 31st of March. Okay, fair enough, right? Uh, yes, Sai Teja is saying that, ma'am, please talk about moratorium on loans. And what we are going to do in the live stream, I'll just quickly tell you what is going to happen in this live stream, why this live stream first, and then we will talk about the entire content of the live stream. Uh, how many of you are aware that I do a live stream every day at 6 in the morning? Do you know about it? Just give me a quick yes or no. How many of you know that we do a live stream 6 in the morning? And how many of you are there in the live stream 6 in the morning? Anyone has an idea? Yes, Ridu says me. Mother says me. Yes. I'm getting many yeses. Me. Yes. Great. Nice. So many people. Okay. So, oh my God, that's going too fast now. Maybe my eyes will go bad if I continuously stare at the chats. Okay. Gaurav says I watch at 11 a.m. Okay, so yes, the 6 a.m. club. We are the 6 a.m. club. We wake up every day 6 in the morning. It's a good time to build up good habits. We read a book together. I read at my home. Everyone reads at their own homes, and we do almost 4 or 5 pages of reading every day. We discuss how many pages we read, and it's fun in the morning because there are less number of people, almost only 300 people in the live stream. So it's good to interact with them. If you want to build good habits, you can also join. 6 in the morning is the live stream every single day. Today we completed day 14. Okay, and one of the members who is there every day, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Vardhan. Uh, I also know names of few subscribers now. So he gave me a suggestion that, ma'am, please let's celebrate this in a different way. That we did 14 days of continuous live stream early in the morning, 6 a.m. So I thought of this idea that let's make an a live chat for uh, all the ALSI category people who don't wake up in the morning, and who would feel comfortable if I do a live stream in the evening, right? So it's for you all, that I'm doing a live stream in the evening, and I plan to do so for another 14 days because today was the 14th day of the live stream in the morning. So let's try this out, 14 days of live stream in the evening as well. I had planned it at 5, but there were some technical issues because of which we postponed it till 7 in the evening, right? So that was the reason why I started this live stream. Subscribers demand some things from me. I try to complete the demands, and that's why we are in this live stream. Question number 2 is then, what are we going to do in the live stream? I thought that finally I am a teacher. I am a YouTuber is a secondary thing, but yes, I'm a teacher from my heart, from my soul. Uh, my grandfather was a teacher, my grandmom was a teacher, my mother was a teacher, and maybe it runs in my blood, teaching profession. So I thought that why not teach a concept every day? It may or may not be related to current affairs, but I will teach you one term. It could be about current affairs, it could be about economics, it could be about finance, it could be about stock markets. We'll try to do that. So our live stream is going to start with one new terminology in finance or economics or current affairs, and then so that will be the first stage of our live stream, right? So the stage 1 is going to be one new topic. Stage 2 is going to be the Q&A session, where I would be happy to take questions. Thank you for the super chat, Tarun. uh, Share that I can buy right away for short term. Tarun, ऐसे नहीं होता है. I will consider take your question as well. But I generally don't suggest any stocks for ultra short term. I'm not a trader category person as such per se. I do intraday trades as well, but very few though. I do nifty trading for intraday or just BTST types, buy today, sell tomorrow, or sell today, buy tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm more of a long term investor. So the second leg of our live stream is going to be Q&As, question and answers. And in the third leg of our live stream, if I feel that something has happened in the market today, some specific stock to watch, any movement in any particular stock, then I would be sharing that with you all. Okay, so that's how our live stream is going to go ahead. So let's start with the very first one. Someone had asked a question about the loans. uh, Everyone knows that on 27th March, 10 a.m., few important announcements were made regarding the policies which were done on behalf of RBI, Reserve Bank of India. It was about EMIs. Okay, so many people were asking me on live streams, on chats, that could you please throw some light on what has happened about the loans. I think this topic, why I chose, there are two reasons. Number one, it comes under current affairs. Okay, it comes under economics, you should know about that. And number two, it is about personal finance. Okay, I do have many courses on basics of stock market, on technical analysis, on fundamental analysis, and on personal finance as well, because I feel if your own personal finances are not taken care of, then if something like this in which we are right now, something like a coronavirus, something like a contingency, an emergency which has come up, if you don't have your contingency fund in place, then things unnecessarily can go a little bit complicated than they should be, right? So everyone must know about what has happened with the loans with EMIs. Okay, so the very first thing, has the EMI been cancelled for 3 months? So instead of me telling you quick questions and answers, do you want to answer? I will ask you few questions, like a kaun banega crorepati without ABCD as an answer. without ABCD as an option. I'm going to ask you questions. You have to tell me yes, no. Has the EMI been cancelled for 3 months? Yes or no? And Mayank says no. Any other member who wants to give an answer for this? Naveen says yes. And Karun Kumar, no, no. Yes, yes, no. See the amount of confusion. It's almost a 50-50. 50% are saying that yes, EMIs have been cancelled, and 50% say no, EMI has not been cancelled. Okay, so the exact answer for this is that a moratorium period has been given, okay, by the RBI. They have told the banks that you're allowed to give a moratorium. Now, what is moratorium? It's nothing but a permission given by RBI to the banks that you may delay collection of the installments of loans. Okay, so what does this mean? Is it mandatory for you to give your EMIs in these 3 months? Answer is no. Have the EMIs been cancelled? Answer is no. EMIs have not been cancelled. Okay. Will you have to pay this money? Answer is obviously yes. Only thing is that instead of you being forced to pay in these 3 months, you're allowed to pay it at the end of 3 months. Okay. So there are many people who are having their own business, who earn money by selling some food articles in shops. uh, they might not earn money right now because of lockdowns. There might be a few people who are salaried who might not be getting their salary on time right now, possible. So just to give a small financial relaxation, what RBI told is that for 3 months starting from 1st of March to 31st of May, 1st of March to 31st of May, March, April, May, 3 months, it is okay if you don't pay your installments. Okay, this has been given as an option. Does it mean that EMIs have been cancelled? Answer is no. So what will this mean? Is this an absolutely waiver? Is this cancellation of EMIs, or is this deferment? Deferment means postponement of EMI. What do you feel? I want an answer. Is this a waiver? Waiver is nothing but cancellation. Or is this deferment? Deferment means postponement. Cancellation or postponement? What do you feel? I want answers. Type it out. Cancellation or postponement of EMIs? Yes, postponed, deferment. Correct. Now I'm getting correct answers. Now no one should go wrong. It is postponed, just postponed, deferment. Very good, very good. So I'm happy that you have understood my message. It's pure postponement, it's pure deferment rather than cancellation. I'm happy that you have understood this. Okay. Next question comes up is, what about the interest? Krishna says, I wish cancellation. Won't happen, Krishna. Okay. So what about interest? What do you feel? Will it be charged or will it be waived off by RBI, by the banks? Think logically and tell me. Do you think RBI has asked the banks to cancel interest? Interest cancelled, yes or no? I'll repeat, interest on this 3 months cancelled, yes or no? It has to be paid, not cancelled. Absolutely yes. Now you are telling me correctly. It will be charged. It will be definitely charged. I'll give you a very simple example for this. Let us say your installment amount was 1 lakh rupees. Okay. And if, just for simplicity of calculation, let's say your interest rate is 10%. Correct. So 1 lakh paid, 10%. For simplicity of calculation, I'm assuming that entire 1 lakh rupees ke upar 10% flat is your interest. Okay. So interest is how much? 10,000. For 3 months, if you don't pay the EMI, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 30,000 rupees of interest will get accumulated. Okay. And you will have to pay this at some point of time. And after this, either your EMI amount will increase. There's no clarity on this, by the way. There's no clarity on this. Either EMI amount will increase or your total tenure of repayment will increase. Something has to happen. Na? See, I will have to pay 30,000 at some point of time, interest extra which I have to pay. Either I will have to pay this as an increase in EMI amount, possibility number one, or possibility number two, I'll have to increase the number of installments. What banks are going to do has been left to individual banks' decision. Okay, so there's no 100% clarity on this. You will have to pay interest either as an increase in EMI amount or as a deferment. I hope this is absolutely clear to everyone, right? Perfect. Interest will be charged. Great. One more question which I had is, which types of loans will be covered in this? Which types of loans are covered in this? What do you feel? Are term loans covered in this? Term loans? Or what about retail loans? home loan, vehicle loan. What about consumer durable loans? So let us say I've taken a loan to buy a washing machine, if I've taken a loan to buy a television. Okay, so I'm repeating: term loan, retail loan, like consumer durable loans, personal loans, credit card dues. Okay, are all these covered in the waiver thing? Sorry, not waiver, deferment thing. Are all these types of loans covered? Answer is absolutely yes. So let me again tell this: may it be a home loan, may it be a personal loan, may it be a consumer durable loan, any type of loan, all these are definitely deferred. Okay, all are covered. One type of loan I did not talk about. All the businessmen out there, which type of loan did I didn't cover in this entire thing? One loan I did not talk about right now. Businessmen can tell this. Credit card, there is no 100% clarity on this right now, but majority of them are saying except credit card. Absolutely, credit card dues have to be paid. Okay, so credit card, still there is some kind of confusion on this. So other than credit cards, it's very clear cut that yes, it is going to be deferred. Yes, I was waiting for this. What about business loans, overdraft? I was waiting for this. Either it can be a CC or OD. What is CC? CC is a cash credit, OD is an overdraft. Okay, have business loans, cash credit, overdraft, have they also received a deferment? Answer is again yes. So it's good that they have also received a deferment. Okay, there's one more amazing thing that has been announced. And what is that amazing thing? They are allowed to give an additional drawing power. Okay, so let us say my drawing power was 1 lakh rupees. They're allowed to give up to 10% extra. So now up to 1 lakh 10,000 I have a drawing power without any extra security. Okay, so what does this mean? See, I'm a businessman, I need a working capital loan. What is working capital loan? I need for day-to-day business. Okay, so if you want, I can discuss this terminology in detail tomorrow. What's a working capital loan? Do you want me to tell what's a working capital loan in detail tomorrow? Just give me a quick guesses so that I can write that down as well. Working capital loan. It's important for you to know this if you want to understand the business model of any organization. Working capital loan? Yes. Okay. Many people are saying yes. So I'll take that as a topic for tomorrow. Working capital loan. Okay, so that's like a CCOD, cash credit overdraft. Okay, I'll discuss that tomorrow in detail, like I'm discussing about loans today. So if I'm talking about these types of loans, assume that my drawing power is 1 lakh. I can withdraw an amount up to 1 lakh rupees. Now, what RBI told, that give an additional drawing power that is allowed. Okay, additional drawing power of 10% you can give to the to your consumers, to your customers, without any extra security. Okay, so generally you have to give a security based on which you will get a drawing power, right? So that need not be given. You will have to, you are allowed to withdraw additional 10% also. That is a specific power which RBI gave to banks. Okay, last question which I wanted to ask you: if this additional 3 months of moratorium deferment has been given, what will happen? Will banks have to treat this as NPA? Yes or no? If I don't pay my loan installment for 3 months, will bank have to treat this as NPA? I hope you understand what is NPA. NPA is a non-performing asset. Any idea? Will banks have to take this as an NPA? Majority of them are saying no. Only one yes received for this. And correct answer is no. If you are not really aware about what is an NPA, I have made a separate video on my channel only. It's available on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. You just have to search non-performing asset or NPA on my channel. You will get a separate video on this. I've done a separate video on explaining the difference between what is gross NPA versus what is net NPA. Okay, gross NPA versus net NPA. So banks will not have to treat this as an NPA. So it's good for any banks. The more and more higher and higher NPAs that they have to declare, it's a bad sign for the financials of the bank, right? So I hope you have understood about the loans. Any questions? So, okay, thanks Shubham for posting the link of NPA. Sorry. Hmm. So I'm going to take 5 questions. Vijay Anand says, what about Sibyl? Sibyl is Center of Infor. What is this? What is the full form of Sibyl? Information Bureau India Limited, Center for Information Bureau India Limited, most probably. I just have to cross check the full form once again because very normally say CIBIL. Um, will the CIBIL score go down if you are not paying within these 3 months? Very important point. This is CIBIL score will not go down. Okay, because you generally get loans easily. One of the criteria, you will get loans comparatively easily if your CIBIL score is good. Okay, CIBIL score goes down if you are defaulting, right? So if you are not paying in this period of 3 months, then what will happen? Will your CIBIL score go down? Answer is absolutely no. CIBIL score will not go down. Okay, so that was question number 1 which I took. Any other questions? Yes, Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. Thank you for that. What about no cost EMI? So you will not. So basically, you are given a moratorium period. That's it. It's just that whatever interest you have not paid, you will have to pay that at some point of time. Okay, so it's not like a free a perk given to you. In short, okay. Vamsi says sometimes take rest, ma'am. You look burnt out. Is that so? Right now, everyone else is enjoying kind of a vacation. For me, it's double the work because I'm doing 2 live streams in a day. Plus, my dear maid is not coming because of Corona, and so it's I'm the maid come YouTuber, come all wife, daughter-in-law, mother, everything. Yeah, but of course everyone is working together, but that might be the reason. A little bit tired, yes, for sure. Um Rachit says, "Ma'am, I didn't receive REC dividend. How to claim? How can I claim that?" Rachit, I hope you had REC shares as on the record date. Okay, record date is important. Uh, just check number 1 that you had shares in your demat account on the record date. If you had the shares, please contact your broker, or there is something known as an RTA. Anyone knows who is an RTA? Full form of RTA? Because that is a person who you have to contact if you don't get dividend. Any answers for this? RTA? Thank you, Sai. I will take care of my health. Oh, Pushkar, क्या बात है. He is saying made for each other. वाह वाह. MAID, made for each other. क्या बात है. Good one. No one is telling RTA. RTA is a registrar and transfer agent. Okay, registrar and transfer agent. So he or not he, it is the organization. Registrar and transfer agent is the organization which takes care of transferring dividend to you or transferring shares to you. Okay, so if you haven't got your dividend, possibility number 1, contact your broker. Possibility number 2, you can check with the RTA. Okay. So 2 questions done for the day. Any other question? Questions go very fast when I check out the messages. Okay, how is IRCTC? Okay, that I'm going to take in the last section. Okay, I had 2 super chats, I guess. I'll just quickly answer those 2-3 questions. Welcome to the members, by the way. Super chat is gone. I can't see the super chat. Shubham, could you please help me to check out what was the super chat question? One super chat was about IRCTC only. Of course, I'm going to take that. There's one more super chat from someone. Okay, what about SBI cards? I can take that question for sure. What about SBI cards? I'm sure everyone was dying to apply for this. Everyone was dying to get the allotment for SBI cards, and now what has happened to SBI cards? It's almost 20% below its issue price. Okay, 20% at its listing price, I should say. Uh, that's a big downfall. Question is the business model of SBI cards good? Answer is yes. I personally like the business model of SBI cards. I have made a separate video on how credit cards companies basically earn money. You can check out on my channel. That was the very first video I made on SBI cards. I have total, I guess, 3 or 4 videos on my channel on SBI cards IPO. Out of those videos, now the very first video I had made on how credit card companies actually earn money. Okay, and I feel that they have a very good business model in place. They have a very good brand value. uh, if you have shortlisted that as one of your fundamentally good stocks, if you have done that, then I think it's worth uh, buying small quantities into that stock, right? Sunil, thank you for the super chat. So what you can do is maybe just, if you have decided that you're going to, just as an example, if you're wanting to buy 100 shares, then you can start with 10 shares, 10 shares, another 10 shares, or maybe even double the amount, double the number of shares. That can be done. Okay. Okay, wait. Sai Krishna, thank you for the super chat. Can an employee working in a company allowed to buy its shares through normal mode other than ESOS? By the way, for those who don't know what is ESOS or ESOP, it's employee stock option plan. Are you allowed to buy the shares of the company in which you are working? Answer is yes, but wait, please listen to my answer correctly. So for example, if you're working in finance department of a company, if it's a listed company, and if you know an insider for this, I'll give you a simple example. Assume that I'm working with SBI cards. We were talking about that company right now, so I'm taking that example only. If I am working in SBI cards finance department, and I know that the quarterly results are going to be declared tomorrow, I know that the quarterly profit is going to be uh, greater as compared to the previous quarter, and then if I buy the shares, that is called as an insider trading. Then it's not allowed. Okay, so your company might not allow you to buy shares of your own company if you're in the finance department, because of the problem of insider trading. Okay, but if you're nowhere connected to finance department, then ideally there's no law which prohibits you from buying shares of your own company. Okay, I hope I've answered your question, and I hope you have understood it. uh, I guess there were 1 or 2 more super chats. Uh, Damu, thank you for the super chat. Mehul, one more super chat is, what about credit cards? Can we pay 3 months later? Credit cards, there was no specific waiver as such. So credit cards, I suggest you should pay right away. Okay. Industry-wise best stock. Yes. Okay, so ideally it's Wednesday, and we do release a video every Wednesday and every Saturday. I hope every one of you might be knowing this as of now. Uh, right now we are working at half strength. I have told this many times in my morning live stream. Because of the coronavirus, we are number one working from home, and number two, we are uh, working at half the strength right now. So like, I have 2 editors right now. There's only one editor, and he's also managing the live stream right now, Shubham. So it becomes a little bit difficult for him being a manager in my organization, that he also manages the live stream, he manages the editing and a lot of admin stuff as well. So plus technical errors do pop up every single time, so we might not be in a position to release the video today. By the way, today's video is about FMCG top 2 companies. Okay, so that might be released tomorrow. We'll try to release it before 12 midnight, but if we can't, bear with us, and we will be definitely releasing the video tomorrow. Okay, Balkrishna, thanks for the super chat again. Let me just answer one by one. I missed out on 1 or 2 super chats, I guess. Yes. Sunil, will Tata Motors stock price recover in near future? Sunil, again, let me answer it in this way. I told you just a few minutes ago that I generally don't talk about near term, like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But Tata Motors stock is like trading at as good as at all time lows. Uh, From a longer term perspective, if you're ready to hold it for a longer term, I think fundamentally nothing is like way too wrong. There's no fraud as such in the company. So if you're thinking from a long term perspective, I don't think there's any problem holding on to that. Uh, Balkrishna, thank you for the super chat. Mausam Das, Madam, help me selecting health insurance for family. Um, oh my God, I don't know the background. It's very difficult to tell it like this. Uh, I need to understand what is your payment capacity, what is your need, why do you want a health insurance, who all do you want to cover. There are so many points for that. uh, Maybe we can do a separate video on how to choose a health insurance. By the way, I have made a separate video on 5 things that you should check before buying a life insurance. You can check out that video and see if you can find some insights onto that. You can check out on my channel only, right? Okay, Swarnali Datta. Thank you for the super chat. Ma'am, you look pretty. Thank you. That's more than a super chat. Okay. Uh, Question is, why is IRCTC? Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, she had also asked on IRCTC. Nishit, thank you for the super chat. His question is also on IRCTC. I am going to talk about IRCTC. Uh, just before that, let me just quickly check. Okay, so I have covered the super chats as of now. Uh, Swarnali Datta, yes. Nishit, yes. Omkar, thank you for the super chat. First, let me cover these two. Uh, Funny says, cool. Thank you for that cool super chat. Funny. Okay. Well, IRCTC had corrected like anything. I didn't uh, I didn't expect IRCTC stock to go down like the way it did. So see, it just can't go down, 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 down and zero. Uh, if the investors feel, if the traders or investors feel that the stock has corrected way too much than it should have, then of course you will see an uptick. IRCTC is hitting upper circuit for almost 2 to 3 days back to back. Now everyone is wanting to jump onto IRCTC stock. Huh? When it went down like anything, everyone was like, now it will go down further, and people stayed away from IRCTC. And now that it is hitting a upper circuit for last 2 3 days, everyone is wanting to jump into the train now. Huh? So see, remember these things. When the stock got corrected too much, then people were pouncing on that stock. So have IRCTC on your list. When you get a chance to jump into the train of IRCTC, why not? Okay, so you can do this. Track stocks which correct, and once they correct, they also see an up move. IRCT is one of them. So it's just that it was too much oversold. It went to it's a very big correction than what it should have corrected, and that is the reason why it's going back to normalcy. Still, it is almost, if I'm not mistaken, almost 50% down, almost 50 to 60%, 40 to 50% down from its all-time high. Okay, so that's the level of correction it has got. Triveni Palni, thank you for the super chat. Two super chats from Triveni. Thanks a lot. Uh, I guess I have missed one. Omkar Kulkarni, your view on GlaxoSmithKline consumer healthcare and HUL merger. Is it profitable for retail investors like you and me? Share swap ratio is 1:4 respectively. Uh, GlaxoSmithKline or HUL both. Instead of talking about the merger per se, I would definitely like to say that both are fundamentally very good companies. In fact, the video that I'm going to release tomorrow has a comparatively detailed discussion on HUL. So, Omkar, I would suggest that you first watch that video on HUL, which I've released. There's one more company which I've talked about from the FMCG space. FMCG more comes into personal health care and hygiene as well. Uh, Only problem with HUL right now is that it's trading at a very high price right now. It's almost at a 52-week high right now. So do watch out the video. You'll get a better perspective of that, right? Any other questions? Maybe just one or two quick questions, and then we'll stop for the day. I'd planned maximum 20 minutes. We are already at 35 minutes. So last one or two quick questions, after which we stop. Uh, what about LNT? I've told you many times, it's one of my favorites. So if you feel LNT, I personally feel it's a fundamentally very good company. If you feel so, again same thing. Buy in parts. If it corrects, again buy. If it corrects, buy again. Okay. So that's how we can go ahead. Triveni says, "Hi ma'am, can you suggest any books on basics of stock market?" There are many books, like typical books which people love to read is The Intelligent Investor. But the only thing is that if you are not really aware about some basic terminologies in the stock market, then books like Intelligent Investors become a little bit difficult to understand. For such cases, if you have a lot of interest in the stock market, but if you don't know where to start, that's where people are generally stuck up. Then I personally feel that the course which I've done on basics of stock market is the ideal course. The reason is very simple. Uh, what I've done in the basics of stock market course is that I've compiled almost 65 plus concepts, and I have taught these concepts from the very basics, as if you don't know anything about the stock market. I've talked about what is Nifty, what is Sensex, what is going long, what is going short, what is an aftermarket order, what is a gap up, gap down. So I personally feel that you should be you should be checking out my lecture series on basics of stock market. Shubham, if you can just, yes, he has already put up the link, rachanaranade.com. That's the website. Uh, that's where you can get a lot of idea. So before reading books, I feel you should take up these courses so that you get a better understanding of what is written in books like Intelligent Investor. Okay. Balkrishna says, kindly suggest long-term investment shares. And Balkrishna, exactly that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to release this as a series wherein I'm going to discuss two stocks from each sector. Okay. And tomorrow the video is going to release on FMCG sector. The next is going to be banks. Okay. So you can watch those out. Okay. Arun says, is it good to enter idea and SBI Sensex? I understand idea and I understand SBI. I don't know SBI Sensex as a single term though. Idea is like a gamble right now, because again same thing, it has corrected like anything. If you have some spare money, if you want to risk it out, it's a good risk, I feel so. Again, you have to enter at your own risk. I always give disclaimers. Whatever I'm discussing from pure and pure educational perspective, this is not a clear cut buy call that I give. I just tell you my perspective, my educational perspective. You have to finally do your research. I've told this many number of times. I'm not allowed to give any advice as per the SEBI norms. Okay. So whenever you feel that I should try this out, then keep some money as a buffer money, right? 1000, 2000, whatever as per your risk appetite. And assume that you went for a party, you have spent this 1000 rupees, 2000 rupees, and put that much money in those risky stocks. If you get a good run, all is well. If you don't, we have already assumed as if that money is lost in that party, right? So it's a win-win situation. Okay. SBI Bank. That's one of the banks which I'm going to discuss in my Saturday's video. Ma'am, thoughts on Yes Bank? Should we invest? Same logic, that party logic which I told right now. Okay. IndusInd Bank, all these banks. See, all these banks are facing problem of NPAs, overexposure to few corporates. Same thing. If it were to rise, luck, and it's your party. I'll call that as a party fund from now. Okay. How is SBI going to perform? Longer term, I don't think SBI is a problem at all. It's one of the biggest banks in India. So longer term, I don't think it's a big problem. Okay. Um, so anyways, thank you, Vignesh, for the super chat. Raghavendra says, brought option realized after a month. Consequence. Brought option realized after a month. Consequence. I didn't understand your question, Raghavendra. If you bought an option, even I don't know whether it's a call option or a put option. How do I answer that? Sai Savant, can I do intraday after your 3 courses full time? No, no. My courses are focused more on investment perspective, long-term investment. In my technical analysis course, however, I have talked about shorter time frame trades, but you will have to practice a lot. if you're getting a feeling that watch the courses and be a full-time trader. So it's like घड़ी इस्तेमाल करो और साफ कपड़े साफ सफ़ेद कपड़े का विश्वास लेके आओ or something like that. It's not like a magical word. You have to do my courses, you have to practice, and practice will make you perfect. That's it. Okay, so I don't want to do mis-selling of my courses. Funny, my hero. Oh, thank you, Funny. Thanks for the super chat and that awesome picture. Omkar. Varun Beverages, Relaxo Footwear, VBL has it. Too many companies. Uh, Not done a fundamental research on any of these companies. Varun Beverages, no, not even Relaxo Footwear. I think I am done with the chats. Someone was asking me what is a super chat. Where you type out your questions, you can see a sign like a dollar there. That's where you can press on the dollar sign, and that's how you give a super chat. Okay, video on free cash flow. Okay, doable for sure. I can also explain what is free cash flow in one of the evening sessions. I'll write that as well. uh, Free cash flow as a suggestion. That's a good term to explain. Maruti versus Eicher long term at this price. Maruti is one of my favorites, for sure. Uh, so for a long term, yeah. Disclaimer: I have Maruti in my portfolio. My God, I had I had thought about 20 minutes. It's 40 minutes in the live stream. SBI Sensex is a single term. Need more info on this. I will need more info on this first before I give you info on that. I'll check it out. What is SBI Sensex? Okay. Fair enough. I guess I've taken a lot of questions. Are you enjoying this? Would you want more of such live streams? Just give me a quick yes or no. Would you want me to make a continuous live stream for 14 days every day? Just tell me a quick yes or no so that we can go ahead with this. Yes, many yeses. Good. So we need more. Perfect. So just remember these two timings: 6 in the morning for the early risers, those who want to build habits. 6 in the morning, and for those who want some additional knowledge as well. Anyways, everyone is at home. We can have 2 live streams in a day as well. I think 7 is a timing which is comfortable for many, because even in the live stream which I do early in the morning, there were many people who are from outside India. They said 5 is not a good time for them. So I think 7 is doable. We can do at 7 only. So yes, we'll do. So 6 in the morning, 7 in the evening. One last question that I'm going to take. Omkar Kulkarni, he has given a super chat. Nippon AMC, I am in 25% loss. In HDFC Bank also 20%. That's okay. That's okay. Everyone is in loss, including me. Not in that stock though. But it's okay. I mean, that is ought to happen. Try to do more and more analysis of that stock. If you feel that it is bottoming out, you can average it out. No issues. I think there is one more super chat from Praveen A. Thank you for the super chat. He's saying he has finished the fundamental analysis course. Superb quarantine utilized. Questions about pro membership. Will I get personal finance free? Thank you, Praveen, for such an amazing comment on my fundamental analysis course. Uh, I'm glad that you're using this time for increasing or enhancing your knowledge. Uh, yes, you're correct. If you subscribe for my pro membership, you will get the personal finance course free, and I think that's the best investment, because the investment for pro membership is 399 rupees for pro membership, and the course itself is at, if I'm not mistaken, almost 1600 rupees, almost. So that's a fantastic return on investment. So yes, I have answered your question. You'll get the fundamental analysis course free if you enroll for the pro investor category of memberships. Okay. Gaurav says, I got personal finance course free. That free word is very important. Okay. Right. 45 minutes now. It's getting on me too much. Okay. So I think, anyways, every day I'm going to come live. Okay. So see you tomorrow. Those who want to build good habits, 6 in the morning, or tomorrow 7 in the evening. That's it from my side for the day. Jai Hind. Bye bye.